Well, it seems that every single possible technological issue under the sun has decided to befall me at the exact same time. Well, not actually at the exact same time, it's kind of staggered out, but you get the drift. Right after getting my computer fixed, my phone is now completely and totally unusable. Not actually unusable, I can use it to, search the internet, surf the web, as the kids say. But it is basically not usable in the fact that I cannot use it to make phone calls. Now, the specific reason that I'm not able to make phone calls is because it has no service. And this is much better than previous with my computer, because I actually know why it is not working, and it is a fixable issue. It's just annoying that I have to fix it, and that I am experiencing it at all. Essentially, the service provider for my phone was getting switched, and so, of course, that's an entire process in and of itself. But, oh, hello, you are much closer than I thought you were. But yes, essentially, we were trying to switch service providers. However, I am not the person in the family who has I'm not the person who owns the account for whatever service we had before, and thus I am not also the person who owns the account for whatever service we are trying to move to. It's another person in my family, and so that's a problem when you are not actually with your family, but trying to switch on your own. Because you actually kind of need the account details in order to make that service provider switch. And so, of course, I wind up on my own without... Oh, hello. That's very nice of somebody, and I'm going to jump into the void because of it. How delightful. I apologize about this. I thought I was much better warmed up than apparently I am, but such is life. I am going to basically probably not get a single kill for... Well, I think I don't actually remember if I got any kills. We'll labor under the assumption that I have not killed anybody so far in this video, which in any other context would probably be a good thing. But not in video games. But yes, we were trying to switch internet service providers, or whatever mobile phone service provider, network, yada yada yada. And ultimately, while I'm trying to do this, it turns out that I need the account details for the account, which is providing the service. And, of course, I don't have that. And so I have to, while I am at the phone shop trying to get everything situated, go and call the member of my family who does have all of the account details, and essentially ask them if they can find it. And they can't find any of the stuff that I need, and so basically I'm just kind of sat in this shop with nothing to do. And my phone completely malfunctioning, because essentially they reset the phone before, or they reset like the SIM card. Oh, hey look, a chestplate, that's convenient for me. And they reset my phone's SIM card before actually getting well, I don't think it was the phone the phone service people were laboring under the assumption that I actually had all of the information necessary, and I did not. And so they reset the SIM card without knowing all of that, and so now I have one SIM card that does not function, and another SIM card that my phone is completely and totally rejecting, and which should function but doesn't. Which means that my phone is not capable of communicating with pretty much anybody. Which is of course a problem when you need to call somebody and acquire information about how to, get your phone working. Hello, would you like to fall into the void? I would imagine not, but it's still a question I'm willing to ask. Where did you go? Okay, well, they're going to run away from me, because apparently I've become intimidating all of a sudden. All it took was getting nearly full diamond armor, and all of a sudden people respect you. But yes, it's very difficult to make phone calls when you don't have a functioning phone. And so, of course, without my functioning phone, I'm gonna die because I'm not paying attention. Hello, would you like to die instead? Apparently, they wouldn't like to die, but I don't care all that much. But yes, so basically, I go out of my way to get to the phone area. My phone cannot be reset, and so I have to try and get any information about the account. And then, once I finally do get information about the account, apparently I just entered something wrong, and so the account got locked, and so the person who actually owns the account now needs to call the previous internet service. I still don't think that it's internet service provider, and I'm going to get hit by a single snowball and fall into the void now. Or I think terminologically it is just phone service provider. So basically the person who owns the account, the previous account, has to call the previous phone service provider and say, hey, can you unlock the account so that this other person can actually get their phone to function? And that, I think, has yet to happen. I don't know for certain because, again, it's very difficult to communicate when you do not have a functional phone. But I am making do with the technology that I have, in a sense. I probably cannot steal that kill, even though it would be really funny. That person's staring at me in a very uncomfortable manner. Hello, would you like to try and jump across this bridge again? Probably not. In fact, you're probably going to... Oh, wow, that actually worked out beautifully. But yeah, essentially, we still need to sort things out and get things to work. But, yep, that's the situation so far. Technology is just fantastic. I love it to pieces. But anyway, completely and totally ridiculous and rambling commentary aside about meaningless issues that nobody cares about except for myself, we are playing Skywars. How fun. I have come up with a few things. Oh hey, that person's going to kill me with a bow, because that is a very powerful bow. Goodness gracious me. Oh hey, I actually managed to not fall directly into the void. That's impressive. I thought that I was going to fall directly into the void, but it didn't happen, and so I guess I'm lucky. But yeah, I've come up with a few things that I think would be probably useful. Oh hey, I'm gonna fall directly into this crack. Bye. Basically, I have come up with a few skills that I think would be useful to hone, one of them being my bridging skills. I am constantly getting thrown into the void by people who have snowballs. And so I think that it would be convenient for me to be able to place blocks and avoid that happening in the future. But of course, the only way for me to place blocks, well, not the only way, but the only way for me specifically, because I am just not good at the game. I don't have the reaction speed to turn around and do stuff well. But essentially, the idea is that if I can face my body towards the person who is throwing snowballs at me, I will be already positioned to place blocks underneath me and prevent myself and clutch and prevent myself from falling into the void, right? And so that will... Oh, hello. That person was not paying attention whatsoever. I'm going to retreat back into this area, and you will never see from me or hear from me again. Apparently they thought that they could get in through there, but I was too quick for them. I'm definitely going to die here. They have more than enough tools to get to me very quickly, and I am not going to be able to escape. But yes, if I can just figure out how to bridge on both sides, because usually the only way I bridge is moving diagonally, right, like, okay, well, I've just blocked myself in here, but moving diagonally back and to the left like this, and so if I can figure out and train myself, and it's basically just figuring out, like, the muscle memory and getting, it's kind of like writing stuff with your left hand, where you basically just don't do it for so long, and it winds up just being basically impossible. So if I give myself enough of a enough practice, essentially, going the other direction, hopefully I will be able to bridge the other way, and that will help, maybe, just a little bit. I don't know where anyone is. There's somebody over there fighting somebody else. It would be really funny if I showed up behind them and knocked them into the void, but if I mess it up, I will instantly get annihilated. Demolished, some might say. I could also wait for the next refill, but I think that person has just seen me, so I'm actually going to retreat to a different position and hope that they do not instantly destroy me with all of the incredible bow skills which they have. And it's going to be an experience, no doubt about that. There's no way for me to get to the other island. This is probably going to be the end of my life. Unless, of course, there is a chest plate in one of these. Okay, there's not. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Oh, hey, look, a chest plate. I'm back in the game, everybody, only to be killed moments later. But yes, okay, I'll demonstrate here. This is the only way that I can bridge, or speed bridge, really, because, you know, like, speed bridge like this. The other direction is this way, and I am not confident in speed bridging that way at all. But essentially, if somebody's in front of me and hits me with snowballs there, I can then place blocks under me and prevent myself from getting knocked into the void. And if somebody's in front of me here, I can place blocks under me, well, not like that. I can place blocks under me and prevent myself from getting knocked into the void, such as that. And that concludes the epic demonstration. Alright, so, who wants to get killed? Probably nobody, because that is not a fun thing for most people. Most people actually like, oh, sneak around. Yeah, sneak around, and they'll never see me, and they'll never know that I was here. Where's the other person, the third person in the game? Oh, hey, look, they knew that I was here. I could never have foreseen this. They're just gonna stand back and bow me, apparently, because that's a reasonable tactic. I found the other person as well, so that's funny. But I am not going to make that clutch, so goodbye. Well, phone problems and speed bridging tactics aside, we are slowly getting back into the swing of actually recording Skywars videos, so hopefully there will be no further major technological interruptions in the future after today. But either way, that is going to be it from me for this video of Skywars. I hope you enjoyed, and stay safe. Goodbye.